Good day traders. Today is Tuesday the 30th of April 2019 and today we'll be talking about the analysis for the week. Unfortunately I might not be able to upload daily analysis videos every day as I'm currently very busy with classes as well as the online classes and getting everything set up to make EduInvest more accessible online. So I might only be able to do 2 to 3 videos a week. But because we're looking at daily plans and hourly charts, there shouldn't be too much change in plan over the day or two that I don't send the analysis out. So very first thing we always do is check out our news. And as we can see, we've had some European news for the day and as well as some American news which will still come out in the next 37 minutes at 4 o'clock. We also have Canadian news which will come out at 5, which is in an hour and 37 minutes. Just keep in mind that tomorrow is Labor Day or Workers' Day, so the broker may be closed. If the broker is not closed, you might pay higher spreads to enter trade, but leaving an already winning trade in is fine, or planned trade is fine. You can leave that in. Don't stress too much about it. However, tomorrow we do have some high American news. We have the Fed interest rate, which is quite a big news impact event, as well as a few other high impact news, all affecting the United States dollar tomorrow, starting from about 3:30 all the way until 9:30 at night. We have some American news, so just bear that in mind. Right, let's have a look at the chart. And as we look at the dollar index, we can see that we've been looking at this head and shoulders pattern for a couple of days. We had this lower high, and yes, the market did run down from this point, in which we actually made a bit of cash on some of the trades that we've taken against the dollar. But now we've had this massive run up on the dollar, only to be pulling back down to a previous resistance, which is now a possible level of support. We also have a potential A, B and a potential C wave happening right now. The reason I say potential is we can't speculate that C has found its bottom yet, as it's still currently pushing down. So what I would like to see is the daily candle close above this level. Right, let's just find out if that level is actually a strong fib level. If I put in my fibs from B and A and I draw in my fib all the way from B down to A, I can see yes, that is a potential strong fib level. We're sitting currently on a 38.2. So I would like to see the daily dollar index candle close above 38.2. Now that we know that we could potentially see the dollar strengthening on a daily time frame, we must go and look for a potential trade towards the dollar. And if I go over to my Euro USD, I see here that we have currently broken a level of support. Right, we have this level over here, this area over here of support, which has currently been broken. Right, this area of support broke through down and has pulled back up to retest support as resistance. We also have a potential ABCD wave happening on this level as well, where we have this push down from a level of A down to a level of B, with a pullback up to a potential level of C, to extend us further down towards D. So the extension down would be like this, down towards a potential level of D. However, we can't guarantee that level of C or speculate that level of C as it hasn't ended. So again, we can find out if this potential level of C might lie on a strong fib level. So I'm going to put in a horizontal line on A, a horizontal line on B. I'm going to draw in my fib from B up to A, and I find yes that there is a potential strong level there around this fib levels, and that is my 50 fib, which in my opinion is one of the golden fibs. Right, I love the 50 and the 61.8. I've just found a lot of success in this FIBS, as well as the market has tested once, twice and thrice on the same level. I would like to see the daily candle, which will only close tonight at 12, close below this level. However, that doesn't mean that I'm going to trade it based on that. I'm going to go down into a 1 hour. Remember, we are looking at Euro USD daily. I'm going to go down into a 1 hour. And what I would like to see at this level is, yes, we do have some exhaustion candles now. We do have a possibility that the market might drop from here. However, the market is still within this up channel. Right, I'm just going to duplicate that line to put it over there. And I will draw in another channel over here. So we do still have these bull channels happening at the moment that I would like to see the market break. But I'm not going to focus on channels, as channels are very subjective and people can draw them in differently. As some people will draw them in up here, others will draw them in from down there. Channels are very, very subjective. One thing that everyone sees in the market at the exact same time is qualities of a trend. Everyone sees this low getting higher and higher, creating higher lows and lower highs, or higher lows and higher highs. Right? Everyone sees this at the same time in the market. What I would like to see is market structure being formed. A market structure that everyone in the market will see. And that market structure comes in the form of qualities of a trend. As I said, higher highs and higher lows. I want to see the opposite, showing me qualities of a bear trend. So what I would like to see is the market push down from this level, pulling up to create a lower high. Once I have this lower high being formed over here, and I get a confirmation in this area that I might see a potential shooting star, or one of our confirmations from page 51 in our learner guide. I'll just grab the learner guide over here just to give you an idea. Okay, just grabbing the learner guide just to give you an idea of what I want to see in this potential area, what type of pattern or what type of candle confirmation or exhaustion that I want to see in this area before I will take the trade to trade it further down. And of course we're going to go down to page 51 in the learner guide, and I would like to see one of these following formations happening. Right, one of these formations happening. Any of these formations that have a blue arrow facing up, because that will happen to resistance. Any of these blue arrows, any of these candlestick formations that has a blue arrow, means that it's moved up to a level of resistance, like a shooting star. This blue arrow indicates it's moved up to a level of resistance before pushing down, and we're looking to move up to a level of resistance before pushing down. Wherever you see a blue arrow, that's where you want to see the market move down to a level of support. I mean, the red arrow is, you want to see it move down to a level of support before looking for the potential buy. Where you don't see an arrow, for example, bullish engulfing candle or bearish engulfing, the name of what type of market you want to trade is in the actual word. For example, if it gets here, we're looking for a bearish engulfing because we want to trade bearish. We will not look for bullish engulfing because we're not looking to buy, we're looking to sell. So bearish engulfing will be found over here, and that will be one of our trigger points to actually enter into the trade. So now that we've speculated and forecasted a predicted move to this potential, and once it turns around and starts moving up, yes, we can add a fib from B up to A to tell us more or less where the turnaround point will be. Once we speculated and we actually have a forecasted plan, and the market starts following our forecasted plan, when it gets to this area, then, like I said on page 51, we will look for a confirmation entry to get into the market, and only once that candle is closed, giving us the possible entry position, will we take the trade. I hope this helps. Let me show you one more before I call it. I see it's broken out. I would have loved to have traded this one today, as we had a level of support been broken and now testing as resistance. Right, we do have, the market has been moving up and down over here. the entire time, consolidating. But from this point over here down, we've had this impulse movement down. So I'm going to take a horizontal line over here, stating that this is my A. Again, this is subjective, so this isn't something everyone sees in the market. This is something that it can help us identify potential trades, but we shouldn't rely on it too much. Qualities of a trend for me is the most important, as everyone sees candlesticks. I can't stress that enough. But we have a B, C. Put a horizontal line on my B, and I'll draw in my fib from B to A. And I find, yes, one of my other golden fibs are now sitting around this area, 61,8. I want to see the market pull down and close below this. Remember, this is daily candles. This candle will only close after 12. So this candle can still pull all the way down here, giving one nice long wick. But on a 1 hour chart, what I would like to see is I would like to see this double top. So let me just grab this out of the way, this green box. I'm gonna have to go into a daily time frame again. Okay, back down to the 1 hour. I would like to see the market closing around this area over here, making a double top on a previous level of support, now resistance. I could also potentially see market divergence happening here. If I insert the indicator, I'm going to insert the oscillator, stochastic oscillator. These are my current settings. I have a K period of 14 and a slowing of 7. I've also changed this color from being dotted to solid, and I've also taken up the thickness 1 level. That's the only changes I've made to the stochastic. But as we see, we could potentially have divergence in the market, right? Okay, no, we don't have any divergence. I thought we might find some divergence, but we don't. However, my plan still stays where I want to see the market closing around this level, pulling down, giving me more or less of a double top. But what would just add confirmation to the trade is if it does this, and it gives me a lower high, adding to the daily time frame where I want to see the daily chart fall, right? Because the daily chart is still currently in some sort of a bear trend, right? Where we have this bear move happening all the way down, testing the top of this channel and continuing down. So now we're currently testing the top of the channel. Another reason why we should potentially trade the sell. Thank you. I hope that helps, and I hope you have a good day further and have a very good public holiday. I'll be sending out the pre-recorded classes throughout tomorrow. I just have a few more editing to do. Still learning Premiere Pro and Photoshop. So as I'm busy making these videos, I'm learning along this. I'm learning the software along as well. So thanks for being patient, and I really appreciate it. Have a good evening further. Thanks.